Right, fuck it. Fun fact, I recorded a 22-minute video before, and guess what? I didn't record the fucking audio. The microphone was turned off. So, yeah, it was a screen recorded from my computer. So, 22 minutes, which would have been my longest video. 22 minutes of valuable information gone to shit. Right, this is just a video made to make me feel better about that incident. It's going to be way shorter than 20 minutes. I don't even fucking know what to say. But I hope you can find some value from this anyways. Instant gratification is ruining your life. So if you're a noob, if you're new in self-improvement, and you maybe don't know what cheap dopamine is, I'll give you a quick explanation. So, instant gratification is basically everything that gives you cheap dopamine, and cheap dopamine is basically any type of satisfaction, pleasure that you can have in a short period of time, but usually that instant gratification of the pleasure, it gives you a high, but then it gives you a super low after you've done that pleasurable thing. So let's say you watch porn, your baseline is here. Okay, your dopamine is basically, it's a hormone of pleasure. I don't know how to describe it. It's just bro science. But your dopamine is here. Your enjoyment of the day is here. Whilst you're watching porn, it skyrockets. Okay. Once you finish, you feel like shit. It goes down here, below the baseline like it was before. How do you fight instant gratification? Well, delayed gratification. So delayed gratification is all those things that maybe they give you less dopamine, but they will improve your life in the long run. They're going to be difficult, but they're going to improve your life on the long run. Instant gratification is going to be easy, but it's going to make your life worse in the long run. So yeah, it feels good at the moment, but over time it destroys focus, discipline, and all those things. And how can it damage you? It can damage everything. Mental health, productivity, relationships, goals, ambitions. Yeah. Right. Thinking back about this, I want to tell a small personal story. I've been struggling with instant gratification since I was a child, since I discovered porn relatively young, at 8 years old. So it's an ongoing addiction. I've been having it for half of my life, and sometimes I get to have like 60 day streaks of no fap, but then when I reach all those days, then I just fall back into it, and yeah, I've been having trouble now. So it's an ongoing problem. It's not that I'm the big cult leader of the self-improvement community and I'm perfect. No one is perfect. Remember that anyone that you're watching has his own problems. No one is perfect, and that's why we are making these videos. Not only for you guys, but for ourselves, because these videos are a big self-reflection and a big outlet, to express ourselves. It's almost like art, If people like the art that you're putting out and you like it, then it's a win-win for everyone. And I am here to talk about my personal experiences, to talk to my old self, my old Jeffrey self, and yeah, that's why we're making these videos. Apart from the community, the career, the money, whatever it could be. Remember, the biggest core value, at least for me, remember always the biggest core value is my well-being and it's almost like an outlet. So yeah, always remember that. I'm always going to be true to myself. Now, how much time are you guys wasting on all this cheap dopamine? And because it could be destroying your productivity. And yeah, it's sad to think about it because what I was talking about in the 22-minute long video, one of the topics was this, and I was talking about how society managed to invent so many things that just ruin your life, and that's really been the downfall of society and the younger generation in general. Mostly the younger generation, but also the older generation. It's been killing productivity, killing ambitions, killing just your desire to live. Because I was talking about vaping in that video as an example, and I've just had enough of. Every day I fucking go to school, there's always, you hear it at least 10 times about fucking lending out vapes and going to the bathroom to fucking smoke and shit, like, and degenerate shit like that. Luckily, I'm smarter than them, and I've never taken any substances, never even smoked, never got drunk in a degen way. The only time I half got drunk was last Christmas. But it was it's quite a wholesome story actually. So basically, I just drank a bit too much wine. It was one of them strong wines, you know, from the east, and it got me a bit wonky, let's say. I was seeing other dimensions and shit. Nah, but after like 2 hours, I was already better. I was falling asleep. It was something. But since then, I've never gotten drunk. You couldn't even call that getting drunk, but yeah. But I've had enough, you know, of all these things. Of course, everyone can do what they feel like doing, but it just, I don't know, it gets on my nerves, man. You can call me sad, you can call me whatever, but yeah, because my friend who got into smoking, he's also an athlete, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing smoking on vapes? What, you're supposed to be an athlete. You're a football player. It's a demanding sport and cardio. You can't get tired, bro. And smoking ruins your cardiovascular health. So I don't know. He'll get what he deserves. If his cardio is worse, then that's his own problem. You know, if his health deteriorates, you know, that's the choice of life that he's had. I tried to warn him, but he said he can't stop now that he's gotten into it, and you can really tell from his behaviour, it just makes your life worse. So, if you're debating about, maybe you're younger, you're debating about, you know, because your friend is smoking, you need to get into it too. Listen to me, be the smarter one. Out of your friend group, be the smarter one. Because it might seem uncool at the moment, but in 10 years' time, even less, when you get to over 18, trust me, all the other dudes are going to look like dickheads, and you're going to be the smarter one. You're going to be the cooler guy. So it's just, yeah, everything, all the DJ and shit is cooler when you're younger, but the people that haven't been doing those things and seemed boring at the time, they usually thrive after 18, or you start seeing the actual differences in the guy on self-improvement and the DJing guy. So, trust me on that one. Don't get into it, please. Just because your friends are doing it doesn't mean that it's good. It might seem fun at the start. Instant gratification might seem fun, but it's not. It's not fun. It's not fun in the long run. Right, how do you solve this problem if you have problem, if you're consuming too much instant gratification, it's ruining your life? I've got 4 steps. 1, it's what I've been talking about before. Unless you know about this, unless you've just gotten into self-improvement. Delay gratification, practice discipline, the art of discipline. You have to realise that motivation is fucking beautiful. Because there's nothing better than doing something hard and feeling like it and having fun at the same time. But you're not going to be motivated every day. And that's the difference between someone that, for example, goes to the gym for passion, or someone who really gets into it seriously and gets shredded as fuck. Because discipline is what you're going to need when you're going to wake up at 4 a.m. You ain't feeling like it, but you're going to grind out on your goals anyway, man. Like, there's no excuses. There's no excuses. Motivation has room for excuses. Discipline hasn't. It's cutthroat competition out there. And yeah, motivation can get you ahead, but you ain't going to be motivated every day. So, practice discipline. And an easy way to do this, you're not going to be feeling disciplined every day. So, just start off easy, then you manually increase the difficulty. So, you're not feeling like going to the gym. Maybe you've been on a 1-month rut, and you've not been feeling like you're going to the gym. Right, you ain't motivated, but you can use the discipline that you have been taught in this video. So, instead of doing 1 hour, massive bodybuilding weight training, you can do even 15 minutes of weight training, less intense, and the next day you can do 30 minutes, and keeps going on, and you keep getting better. And this is, it's actually, I've watched a video before, and that's actually how to, cure laziness. So, at the start, the push, it's going to be difficult, it's going to be heavy, it's going to be really hard pushing that ball up the mountain. But then once you get into the downhill, it feels like it's almost going on autopilot. When you've been doing it for a month now, and it starts feeling easy, it starts feeling fun. It's kind of going to be like being on autopilot. Right, point number 2 is to replace dopamine hits with productive habits, like going to the gym, reading, I don't know, learning, recording videos, getting into making money, exploring the world outside, I don't know, meditating, whatever the fuck. It's not really much to add on that one, but I wanted to add a personal experience from like 15 minutes ago. I didn't feel like doing this video because I was so fucking mad after those 22 minutes, wasted. I'm talking about the video. That would have been really nice. It would have been really nice for you guys. But yeah. I was dreading this moment of recording the video because it's gonna be difficult. I'm gonna consume brain points. I'm gonna get more exhausted. But at the end of the day, what time is it? It's 11:20. Like, I ain't got shit to do. Might as well get tired. I mean, might as well get fatigued. Maybe I'll have a better time sleeping. Yeah. So I'm actually having fun now. That's what I was talking about before. The principle of pushing the ball up the mountain is so difficult. But once you're rolling, once you're rolling downhill, you're kind of like in a flow state, and I could keep going for however I want. It's about getting the ball rolling. If you never start, you never start. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Point 3 is to go on a dopamine detox. So, it speaks for itself. Dopamine detox, just take a break from social media, take a break from porn, take a break from everything that gives you cheap, instant gratification, and start replacing those habits with delayed gratification. Now, I know that it's difficult. I know that it's really difficult. One of my main struggles is just consuming videos, YouTube, and stuff like that. Even though I watch a lot of self-improvement content, but you got to understand that it can also be a waste of time. Self-improvement content can also be a waste of time if you're just taking in information, but then you never fucking use it in real life. But then if you consume self-improvement content like that, it's just useless. So you might as well just stop watching those videos. If you're doing them the right way, you might as well keep consuming them because it's good for you. But if you're doing the unhealthy way, then you either start taking action on what you're learning, or you can just stop watching those videos, including my videos, to just get out and grind by yourself and not waste any fucking time. Maybe that's the wake-up call. You think you're productive watching these fucking stupid little videos? Go outside of the real world, man. If you're not taking action, that's. I'm gonna start implementing the Hamza techniques to just fucking speak like a dickhead and call you out and be like that abusive father that beats you the fuck up. But sometimes you fucking need to get humbled. Sometimes you need to get called out. You need to feel uncomfortable, out of your comfort zone. You need to feel like that, because that's how you get someone to change. How you get someone to change is by hitting them deep in their weak zone, in their unprotected area of life, the one that protecting deep in their heart. Sometimes you just gotta learn about how to trigger someone. And that's why I think that learning about psychology is something really interesting anyways. Even if you don't do content creation, because knowing how someone works subconsciously is very important for sealing business deals. You gotta fuck with their mind sometimes. Try and persuade them in deals or in content creation, to hook the viewer's attention, or anywhere in life. I think you're gonna need to have a basic understanding of psychology, especially in social stuff or in speaking. Right, the last point number 4, is track your progress. So focus on long-term goals, but also celebrate the small wins and the real life achievements. And that brings me to a fundamental part of this video. To fucking enjoy your journey, because man, life doesn't last forever. Enjoy every single bit of it. You want to be 99 years old and looking back at when you were 20, I don't know, creating content, you were having fucking fun, and just looking back at those days, you know, like I lived my life to the maximum potential. That's what I want you to say when you look back on your life. That's what I want myself to say. That's that's the ultimate goal, to have success with a life that you enjoy living. It's never been about the material stuff. It's never been about the material success, showing off your Lamborghini on Instagram to get the attention of some gold diggers. It's never been that. It's been a personal. It's always been about personal satisfaction in life, and that's what I want for you, to not chase for material success, to not chase the approval of someone else. Always listen to what your desires are. Always listen to your core values. Not about satisfying the values of someone else. It's about satisfying the values of yourself to live a truly happy life. Right, I've got a little statement. Gonna read it out loud. You can either let distractions ruin your life, or you can take control. The choice is yours. And if you want to get started right now, one action step is just cut any bad habit. One bad habit right now. And start doing that for every day. Cut one habit every day. One bad habit every day. So maybe you could focus on the smaller bad habits. So let me think of one habit that I could just... one small one that I could just take out of my life right now. It's actually quite tough. I need some time to think about it. Listen to a bit less music. Been listening to music all day, basically. Every day. Yeah. Maybe listen to 30 minutes less tomorrow. You know? You want to be casually just deloading the bad habits. Not take them, not remove them like instantly, because that's not going to work. But just deload them slowly. Slowly but surely is the way. Holy shit, I've realised that I've been stuttering a lot in this video. It's because I'm a bit tired. Yes, I'm not in peak mental state right now. I ate some carbs. Yeah, it's not... My brain isn't working the best. I just want to go to bed right now, because it's 11:30 p.m. But if you enjoy this type of content, man, subscribe, because once I start getting more subscribers, I'm going to be making a community for you guys. Maybe meetups in real life, calls. We can start training together. It's gonna be fucking sick, man, because I don't want to be doing the same type of shit that other content creators do. So I've been noticing that all these communities are kind of the same thing. They kind of hold the same functions. But I want to make something better, something different. Not necessarily better, but different. Because I don't want it to be just another copy-paste product of Hamza. No, I want it to be my own thing. And I want to add some different things that will make this community stand out more. And yeah, I really hope, I'm gonna be working on that. And I really hope I can get to create a community of like-minded men like me. And I am not your leader. I am not the cult leader, of this massive community of what self-improvement is. I am just a person talking about my experiences, talking about my emotions, just talking about what you guys feel like. I'm no better than you guys. I'm just here in the journey with all of you guys. And it would be much better if we lived it together, because teams are unstoppable. You can't be the lone wolf. That's my opinion. The lone wolf will always lose against the pack of lions, bro. Imagine a pack of 100 lions going at the lone wolf. Who's gonna fucking win? It's obvious. And I'm gonna end this video with another fucking quote. True satisfaction comes from earning your rewards, not taking shortcuts. Goodbye.